Ladies and gentlemen, everything goes in threes. Threes. So your first part goes like this. Bam, boom. Everybody go 3 times. Bam, boom. Bam, boom. Bam, boom. Good. Your second part goes like this. Shake, shaky, woo. Go. Shake, shaky, woo. Shake, shaky, woo. Shake, shaky, woo. Good. Your third part goes like this. Please, sir, tie me up. Go ahead. Please, sir, tie me up. Please, sir, tie me up. Please, sir, tie me up. Oh, no, no, don't worry, sir. It's not that kind of story. It'll be okay. So now, I'm going to teach you a song. I'll sing a line. You sing it back to me, because I know you can sing now. Are you ready? Oh, me.
Oh, me.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Hurricane coming.
Hurricane coming.
We're all going to die.
We're all gonna die.
Mighty big wind gonna come and blow us away. Hey, mighty big wind gonna come and blow us away. Hey, good. So one of the things that stories teach us or tell us is how life was a long time ago. And they say that long time ago, all the animals, they worked just the way people do today. They worked together to grow their own food, to take care of each other. They weren't all split apart. And they say this one time, there was a drought. You know what a drought is?
No.
Grade 6. What's a drought? Who can tell me what a drought? What's a drought?
No water.
No water. It hadn't rained in so long that everything was dry. All the food dried up. There was no water for them to drink. All the creatures, no green grass, all the creatures were so hungry and so thirsty. And everything was dry except in this one place called Clayton Field. And in the middle of Clayton Field, all by itself, was one big old pear tree. And the pears on this tree were hanging down. Then they were still all ripe and juicy and delicious. And the reason was there was a stream of water coming up from under the ground, watering the tree, flowing beside it. So here, check this out. You got these starving, thirsty creatures. There's a tree full of pears, stream full of water. It's just what they needed. But they couldn't go out there. No. As soon as they took one step out into that field, this big, mean, nasty old tiger come whipping out behind the tree going, whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. You come any closer, I'm going to eat you up. So now here are all these creatures, and they're dying, and they can't get out there because of this big, nasty old tiger. Just sitting there going, I'm going to eat you all up. So they were so weak they couldn't do anything. They just sat there, staring out at the pears in the water like this. When along come Old Man Rabbit. Now, Old Man Rabbit, you know old people? One of the things about old people, they've had lots of experiences. They know lots of things. They're very wise. So, like me, yes. Did you get that, Derek? She said like me. Old, wise. You got that? Good. Okay. So make sure that part stays in. No. So, thank you, dear. So Old Rabbit, he saw all these creatures sitting there. And they're looking so afraid and so sad. He says, excuse me, brothers and sisters. Why y'all looking so down and out for? Oh, Rabbit, it's such a sad story. We're dying here. We can't get any food and water. And Tiger's got the whole tree full of pears, a whole stream full of water, and he won't give us a bite to eat or a drop to drink. Now, Rabbit, he peeks through the tall grass. He sees Tiger running around, and yeah, he's big and scary. But Rabbit is thinking, right? He's old and what? Ah, good girl. He's old and wise. He's thinking. He comes back, he says, hey, don't you worry about him. I know he's scary, but if we work together, we can take care of him. Come here, I got a plan. And he told all the creatures. And oh, my friends, it was a good plan. Next morning, just when the sky started getting light, all the creatures took their places according to Rabbit's plan. Brother Bear, he got himself a big wooden club, kind of like a baseball bat. And he stood beside this hollow log lying on the ground. And old Cooter, the snapping turtle, crawled inside that hollow log. So you got Bear with his wooden club, Cooter the turtle inside. All the birds, they flew up on the branches of the trees. So we had the bigger birds like the hawk and the owls on the lower branches and all the little birds on the upper branches. And while they were doing that, all the little creatures like the squirrels and the chipmunks and the mice, they hid in the tall grass and everybody waited for Rabbit's signal. And just around dawn, sun coming up, Rabbit comes walking up the road and he's got a big coil of rope hanging off his shoulder. And he's whistling. That was the signal. When Bear heard that whistle, he took his club and he started whacking on the outside of that hollow log. He's going, bam! He's going, bam! And old Cooter the snapping turtle, he started jumping up and down, banging his shell on the inside, going, he's going, boom! He's going, boom! And because it was a hollow log, the sound echoed in there and came out like this. Bam, boom. Everybody 3 times. Let's go. Bam, boom. Bam, boom. Bam, boom. Now, when they heard that sound, the birds up in the trees, they grabbed hold of the branches and they started shaking like this. Shaky, shaky, woo. 3 times. Here we go. Shaky, shaky, woo. Shaky, shaky, woo. Shaky, shaky, woo. And when they saw that, the little creatures hiding in the grass, they all started crying like this. Please, sir, tie me up. 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 And when they were doing that, Rabbit started singing as loud as he could. Oh, me. Oh, me. Oh, my. Oh, my. Hurricane coming. Hurricane coming. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Mighty big wind gonna come and blow us away. Hey. Mighty big wind gonna come and blow us away. Hey. Well, Tiger heard all this commotion. And Tiger comes running out in the middle of the field to see what's going on. Hey, you, Rabbit, what's going on here? Oh, Mr. Tiger, can't you tell for yourself? I mean, listen to all that thunder bam-booming. Bam-boom, bam-boom, bam-boom. Oh, and Mr. Tiger, look at the wind whipping through the trees. Shake it, shake it, shake it, woo. Shake it, shake it, woo. Shake it, shake it, woo. Oh, and Mr. Tiger, listen to those poor little creatures crying out for help. Please, sir, tie me up. Please, sir, tie me up. Please, sir, tie me. Uh-oh, Mr. Tiger, there's a hurricane coming. You better hold on to something tight. I got to take this rope I got and tie up all them little critters so they don't get blown away. Tiger's going, it's a hurricane, huh? Oh, yeah, I hear the thunder. Oh, I see the wind through the trees. Oh, yeah, tied up, blown away. Wait a minute, tied up, blown away, tied up. Hey, Rabbit, never mind them little critters. You take that rope you got and you tie me up first. Do you hear me? Tie me up to this big old piney tree here so I don't get blown away. If that's really what you want, Mr. Tiger. And Rabbit takes one end of the rope and he ties one end to Tiger's neck and he ties the other end to a big old pine tree. Tiger's going, no. This is too loose. You got to tie me tighter than that. You mean real tight? Real tight. So tight you can't move? So tight I can't move a muscle, and be quick about it. If that's really what you want, Mr. Tiger. And Rabbit takes that rope and wraps it round and round and round until Tiger's all tied tight up against that tree. And when Tiger's all tied tight up against that tree, Rabbit steps out in the middle of the field and he says, all right, brothers and sisters, you can stop your fussing and come on out now. And the bear and the turtle and the birds, the little ones, they all come out. They're all looking at that tiger tied to the tree. Rabbit says, you see that? There ain't nothing worse than a greedy soul that won't share what they got with them that need it. You know, I think it's time to go eat ourselves some pears and drink ourselves some water, don't you? Yeah. So they went down to Clayton Field to eat the pears and drink the water. And for all I know, old Tiger's still tied to that tree. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this story, 400 years old, easy. Came from a time when people were slaves, and they had to teach their children how you be brave, how you remember what it's like to be free. You have a strong mind and a brave heart. But ladies and gentlemen, in your school here, how many times have your teachers talked to you about bullies? How many posters do you have in this school about bullies? How do you stand up to a bully? You face your fear. You have a bright mind and a brave heart, and you have your friends and you work together. And there's nothing you can't do. Hey, look, people, here's a 400-year-old story, and it still works right here, 2010, right here in Neil Armstrong School. That's the power of story.